India's history is etched not just in stone and scripture but also in the very genes of its people. This vast subcontinent is home to an astonishing array of languages, cultures, and traditions, reflecting a complex tapestry of human migration and interaction over millennia. Genetics provides us with a powerful tool to unravel this intricate history, revealing the ancestral roots that have shaped the Indian population into the diverse mosaic it is today. At the heart of this story lie three primary ancestral groups: the Ancestral South Indians, the Ancestral North Indians, and the Eurasian Steppe Pastoralists. Each group brought with them their own distinct genetic signatures, languages, and cultural practices, which have blended and interacted over time to create the unique social and cultural landscape of India. Understanding the genetic makeup of modern Indians allows us to trace back the footsteps of our ancestors, uncovering their journeys, interactions, and the legacies they left behind. It is a journey through time, revealing not only the origins of the Indian people, but also highlighting the shared ancestry that connects us all. The story of India begins with the Ancestral South Indians, the descendants of the first humans to arrive on the subcontinent. These early pioneers likely migrated from Africa over 50,000 years ago, following the southern coastal route across the Arabian Peninsula and into India. The Ancestral South Indians were hunter-gatherers, living in small, scattered groups and relying on the land for sustenance. Their genetic legacy can still be found in the DNA of modern-day Indians, particularly among tribal populations in the southern and central parts of the country. The genetic studies of these groups provide invaluable insights into the lives and migrations of the Ancestral South Indians, painting a picture of a resilient people who adapted to a variety of environments and laid the foundation for the cultural and genetic diversity that would follow. Around 9,000 years ago, a new wave of migration began to reshape the genetic landscape of India. These were the Ancestral North Indians, farmers who migrated from the Fertile Crescent in the Middle East, bringing with them the revolutionary practice of agriculture. The Ancestral North Indians were skilled cultivators, growing crops such as wheat and barley, and raising domesticated animals like sheep and goats. Their arrival marked a significant turning point in Indian history, leading to the establishment of settled agricultural communities and the development of new technologies and social structures. The Ancestral North Indians intermingled with the indigenous Ancestral South Indian populations, their genes gradually spreading across the subcontinent, particularly in the northern and western regions. This admixture between the Ancestral South Indians and Ancestral North Indians laid the foundation for the genetic makeup of a large majority of present-day Indians. Section 4. Riders from the Steppes, the Indo-European connection. Thousands of years after the arrival of the ANI, another group of migrants left their mark on the Indian subcontinent, the Eurasian Steppe Pastoralists. These nomadic herders originated from the steppes of Central Asia and migrated to India around 4,000 years ago. They are believed to have brought with them the Indo-European languages, the language family from which Hindi, Bengali, Marathi, and many other North and South Indian languages descend. The steppe pastoralists were skilled horsemen and warriors, and their arrival had a profound impact on the cultural and social landscape of India. Their genetic contributions are most evident in North India, where they mixed with the existing ANI-ASI populations, further enriching the genetic diversity of the region. Section 5. A Spectrum of Ancestry, Clinal Variation in India. The genetic history of India is not a story of distinct, isolated populations. Instead, it is a complex narrative of gene flow, admixture, and cultural exchange, resulting in a clinal variation of genetic traits across the subcontinent. This means that there is a gradual shift in genetic makeup from one region to another, reflecting the continuous interplay between these ancestral groups over thousands of years. For example, populations in North India tend to have a higher proportion of ANI ancestry, while those in the south show a greater ASI component. However, within these broad patterns, there are subtle variations reflecting local migration patterns, intercaste marriages, and other historical events. Section 6. The Caste System, Genes and Social Structure. The caste system, a complex social hierarchy that has shaped Indian society for millennia, also finds reflection in the genetic makeup of its people. Studies have shown that individuals belonging to different castes often display distinct genetic patterns. This suggests that endogamy, the practice of marrying within one's caste, has been prevalent for centuries, leading to the accumulation of genetic differences between these groups. However, it is crucial to remember that the caste system is a social construct, and genetic differences between castes are relatively minor compared to the vast genetic diversity within each caste. Moreover, there is evidence of gene flow between castes throughout history, blurring the genetic boundaries and highlighting the fluidity of social identities. If you found this journey through India's genetic tapestry fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.